Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the next crisis. I'm your host, Calvin, where Lubin is in collapse, among other problems. Food deliveries and everything else is kind of falling apart. Coal deliveries? Nope. This is the winter of our discontent, clearly. We're going to need to try and solve what we can here. I think the answer is a technical service. I'm at 4 or 5. Like, I think snowplows kind of exist. But I also, in general, I think we'll need to do more. I'm not really sure what I can do, though. Because it's tough. Yeah, it doesn't help that we have these convoys just moving between things. Now, that said, at the speed they're moving, I think it might help. Part of the problem is the entire bypass route I've built for these guys is not graveled. Because I was, for the most part, focused on ensuring that my buses arrived on time. Speaking of which, is my second bus station done yet? Ah, there it is, okay. Also, I've come up with a genius idea. 25. Alright. A delightfully genius idea. Oh yeah, you guys have served that, don't you? Well, I should probably get a
steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated
here anyway. Did I ever give a waste disposal bin for you guys? God, I hope I did. Doesn't look like it, so I'm gonna put down a couple. There we go. Okay. So that's another issue that it's also solving. We're kind of coming apart at the seams here. Okay, I swear to God, if we were in another friggin' fuel crisis, I was gonna go apoplectic, but now we're good. Although, to be fair, didn't I put down a, fueling station here? To be fair, I think it's just the construction vehicles in general kind of have some problems. It may be a better idea if I, put an entrance to the bypass over here. Move the sign back and just, put another fueling stop here. Just to try and control this. Traffic is already extraordinarily disruptive. And I'm still trying to do, 8,000 things. So. You're going to put there, and I'm going to remove that one. Accept changes. Good. So now they aren't going to go over here anymore, which is probably helpful. But yeah. I came up with the genius idea that this bus stop has the capacity to reach those buildings. Or rather, a bus stop I put here. So I tossed one down. And now they both, the two bus lines will go here and not have interfering traffic, while still being able to drop off the larger number of people required to work in the food factory and brewery. Well, back when we had a larger number of people. Now everyone's dying. I don't really expect to be able to save everyone, so I'm not even really trying, I'm going to be honest. Because there simply isn't anything I can do. They're dead already, you know? Alright. So, on that depressing note, there is something I have needed to do for a little while that I have neglected. And that is setting up proper modes for coal storage for these. locations. They do not store enough coal. They never have. Oh, no. And they never will. I didn't know what I was trying to press over there. So. Oh yeah, probably that. Okay. On the plus side, though, things are coming along. Improved distribution system. I managed to catch a mistake. This warehouse only has one loading and offloading thing, so I put down a nice road cargo station. Escape mustard. Ironically enough, does this thing... Oh yeah, it does actually need heat. As I say, ironically enough, I don't know if that's even going to be a problem. But yeah, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of dead people. There's just not much I can do. Like, run as hard as you can. But I fucked up. So... It's just how it goes. We're getting there, though. A lot more is being built in here, and we can bring in additional people. It's not the end of the world. That's the great thing about having two cities. If something fucks up somewhere, we're fine. We're not fine, but it's not the end either. We have been, for the most part, for the last while, been making money, too, which is helpful. Although we are apparently up to about 300,000 in debt. Which is slightly more concerning. I will not lie. On the other hand, it's pretty good debt, if anything. Or at least it was. Okay, apparently nobody is able to make it out here. What the hell is going on? Like, I'm assuming the traffic or something blew up, but... Yeah, certainly a concern. Alright. Either way. So yeah, we're going to try and get Lubin and company repaired. I'm going to raise this stuff, of course, to a higher priority. Over pretty much everything else. Because, you know, theoretically I might be able to save some people. That's another 5 tons of coal, that might help. But yeah, a lot of people. Oof. They're dead. So try our best and get them sorted. Now, that's alright though. Like, a mistake like this will inevitably happen every so often. Ambulance not arrived. Yeah, because this place is, yep. Everyone's freezing to death. You know? Everyone's looking for treatment for fucking frostbite. Bring out your dead. Oh well, it's fine. Building all these new flats. We'll bring in additional people. So this I learned I had to do because if there is a one-exit roundabout in your rail network, the train AI does not know how to handle that, which is interesting. Alright. I was also musing about the idea of, like, getting this railway set up. It can be done, yeah. It's probably fine. It is a bit weird, yeah. electrical problem. Because no one's working at the coal plant. Yeah, I feel like I might just need snowplows, you know? I originally looked at the snowplows I had on offer. And I said, wow, these are terrible. I'm not even going to use them. To be fair... Okay, the Yag snowplow at least can plow at 18 kilometers an hour. That is a pretty, like, solid improvement. The next one we get here, the Skid 706. And that's not until 58. So, I think I have to implement some technical offices, you know? I think we need to break out the snowplows, guys. It's finally time. Which, yeah. Is the one technical service going to be enough for this region? 13 snowplows is a lot of snowplows. I'll give it a go. So yeah, we'll also work on technical service to help there. Like, we're developing our nice little full development corridor here, you know? Getting distribution and technical services up. He's getting there. Oh, pardon me. But yeah. It sucks to kind of just watch these people die. Luckily, it's not the end of the world because, like, these old houses, like, heat themselves. So, it's one of those, it's not too bad. Although I'm kind of concerned this thing does seem to nearly cap out. I might need a second small heating plant. We'll look into that as an option. We will, in fact, look into that as an option. There's probably a place I can put a heat exchanger like here and here, and help really unemployment too high. Interesting. Yeah, you are the one building that can't actually reach that, isn't it? Yep. So you're the one building that cannot actually reach the bus station. So I'll approve that. Which in general I think improves connectivity anyway, so it's good to do. And importantly would perhaps allow me to upgrade some of these footpaths as well. We'll see. Alright. But yeah, the delivery of shit here is so slow with that snowplows. The industrial core is basically non-functional in the winter because I don't even know why. People should just be getting picked up. Maybe because of the crime wave we had earlier. Let's reduce that. Alright. You're taking the service a little bit there. You're still operating acceptably. Good. Once again, out of coal. I hope we can kind of patch things up, but I don't know. The industrial core basically being non-functional is a problem. Pretty freaking big one, too. Okay. You legit just then go for gas? I guess so. Yeah, it happens. Alright. Sadly. I don't even know why that thing received gravel. I guess because that's all the gravel. Asphalt and concrete. Well, no, should be getting asphalt. Yeah, the rest is probably just on the route. It's fine. Alright. But yeah, no, the cities of Lubin is coming along. Unfortunately, that's really all I started this episode for. So, you know, just so everyone could witness the horrible dying taking place, really. But that's it. Everyone is just kind of dying. The good news is there won't be any medical issues, you know, because everyone will be dead once it's over. So few people. Oh, Lord. But yeah, no. It's definitely not great. We'll suspend that. Gravel there. Alright. Still, I've got concrete railway now, so I'm thinking about this zone. It's on my mind. What I'll do is do some thinking, and then I'll be right back. Alright, and so the snow has melted. And we had only approximately an 80% casualty rate in our government buildings. Nice. 10 out of 10. So, the railway here. I have learned my lessons from previous uses of the railway network. And unfortunately, I've had a lot of my hopes dashed. The large shopping center here that you get is not until 1955 at the earliest, because it requires the brutalism tech. So, that kind of puts a bit of an upper limit on the size of cities that I can fashion at this point. Which is a problem. It is certainly a problem. On a slightly related note, hey, everybody in Warsaw, move your asses over, let's go. It's gonna depopulate this damnable city. Yeah. workers without jobs anyway. You guys have access to this, where there should be enough of that, and yeah, this isn't done yet, but that's fine. You having unemployment makes sense, because you're not actually getting to the bus station. I've done a pretty solid job at depopulating Warsaw. We do need to, like, put people in here anyway. Yeah, this place is still massively in trouble. Like, the health situation will eventually stabilize, but it's not going to be pretty until then. You know? A lot of people are going to have to die. But the situation has at least improved. God damn. I'm running out of people in Warsaw to take. This town might actually be empty, jeez. Oh, there's still... There's one. Thought you could slip by, huh? Nah, grab them and take them out to the countryside, boys. That should restore things. I'm hopeful I can have things fixed up by next winter. Alright, so back to the train line. Back to the freaking train line. So, this will come out. See if I can't make this a little more sense. There. And that'll be good. I think I probably put a coaling station here. Would make sense. And like the fuel is literally right there. I'm thinking I don't have any choice other than all three of these, you know? Like, the original plan, you know, before I created the great idea in my head, then, like, I'm gonna create Radom as a mega city. Not a freaking chance, it turns out. Just make a... I guess the actual question, am I going to use this river? No, this river... Like, the headwater is in Poland, so I can't cross the border there or anything. So there's no way I'm putting a port over here. But I was worried about that. It seems like that's about as low as we can go. Yeah. That's gonna be expensive. I didn't actually read how much it was going to cost, but that's 250 tons of steel. Okay. That's only 200 tons of steel. Okay, this one's only 160 tons of steel. 121 kilometers. I guess that's the trick, right? These have a higher top speed. Fuck. That's a decision. That is a hell of a decision. Ugh. Okay. Apparently this building doesn't connect to anything. Interesting. They legit don't, huh? Because I'm trying to think about Sandamiros here and actually how I can pick up people. The only way I can mentally think this through is if, like, I have two. You know? If there's Sandamiras east and west or whatever. Which, I don't know, feels like a bit of a tough pill to swallow right now. Like, in general, this entire, like, coaling setup is seeming like a bit of a tough pill to swallow. I'm not sure if I can right now. Technically, that's all I needed. You know? Technically, that's all I needed. Alright. I'd actually probably put this on a railway bridge. So there's no crossing. Because yeah, getting enough people into this freaking nightmare is going to absolutely suck, ain't it? Why is that the highest I can make an elevation? Okay. Oh, that's high enough. It certainly doesn't look like it. Yeah. Not a bloody chance. Is that because my bulldozers are just this garbage? Gosh. Okay, that's the lowest I can make that. Confirm here is the highest elevation I can get. I think literally there's higher elevation right over there. Alright. Let's try again. Yeah, not a gosh darn chance. There might be some hope. I can do this. This is not a desirable option. Nor is it good enough, so it doesn't matter. Apparently I need decent friggin' clearance for this, which I'm not gonna get. Which, goddamn, what do I even do then? Okay, yeah, that one has a lot of issues. A tunnel is an option? Yes. A tunnel is legally an option. There's a bridge pillars below you, sure. I hate that it's like trying to line it up. Like, there we go. That'll do. God, what a frickin' mess. What a mess. Okay. And then I need... train coaling station. I guess here is the correct place to build it. Come on, yeah. Okay, nice. In the event somebody else waits for coaling at this moment, that would be a disaster. So no, it needs to be an in and out. God, mentally I'm like, how do I do this? I don't know. I don't freaking know. God damn. It seemed like it was going to be so much easier. Let's see. Where would I be able to put the train coaling station that wouldn't break everything? Here does kind of make the most sense. That's going to come down to whether or not I can get these semaphores to play nicely with each other. This should be fine. Mentally, I'm thinking this should be fine. This should be fine. Yeah. The setup, I think, is correct. And that gets us that. I still am uncertain what I want to do with this bridge situation. I think I give up on it. That's what I do. We cross that bridge when we come to it. So, if I get this over here, we can hook it into the central rail line here. Can I handle? Like not particularly. I don't think it actually matters too much because they only have to do at the start of the train, right? Like that's where the boiler and everything else is. So I can't imagine this being a problem with station length being only like 61 meters. You know, I can't imagine it being a problem. But yeah. Okay. So I set up another thing here. This is going to be a lot of train railway network. How's our economy doing, by the way? Very badly still. It's not running as well as I'd like. Although we do, I think, now have enough people. Ish. I do need to do some rework on the coaling situation. So I'll have you unload your coal there. Skip going to the heating plant completely. And given what happened, I think it's fairly safe to say I need to get an extra couple. Yeah. I need to get an extra couple when he's going there. Alright. I think I'm also going to peel back a bunch of road signs. Like, originally, I set these road signs up with the intention of not having my traffic collapse. Ultimately, that's still what happened. You know what? Let's take the time to grapple that. So we're gonna need to like work our bypass over, you know? I think it's pretty obvious. No half measures. Gravel it all. On a side note, how my kindergarten is cool. Okay, everything else seems like it's holding together. I'm a little worried about the food. But to be fair, the distribution hub, I think, is just ready. So, yeah, let's get her going. Alright, nowhere in hell will I ever need that many clothes. Nah, that's maybe about right. Okay. Alright. There's no connection with the customs house. Honestly, fair point. Technically, this is now high priority. Because I fucked up. Wow, this thing still isn't done. Ooh, introduction to broadcasting finished. Okay, so we can get functional. I think I'm just going to go with radio signal broadcasting. Same as introduction, it's just going to be on a slow drip. Because I know at some point soonish I might be able to get the smaller radio station. Oh yeah, you're just stuck, aren't you? Let me help. You should now be able to get off there. On that note, did I get rid of the road sign here? No. There you go. Actually, that might have been what it was holding you, not the construction road. To make sure I've gotten rid of all the remaining road signs. Will it screw with my traffic for a while? You bet. Does it need to be done? Also, yes. Alright. That'll just be one long road for me to build. Checking this out. Hopefully this gets built in short order though. Actually, no, the construction actually started. Ah, damn it. Oh well. On a side note, Demolition's office. Where are you? Yeah. Okay. So, I just had a realization. This is the thing that's actually prevented me from building a highway here. So, I have great news. I can get rid of this bus station. I can use this bus station instead. And that actually is probably better in general. So that's good. Genius. We have very little coal storage in May. Oh no. Yeah. So you, by the way, head here and unload your coal. Treat the heating plant as a stop. There we go. Store coal. Store coal. Perfect. Ish. This is a huge issue. I guess I actually only have 2 on this. I never assigned the other 2 to the line. Fair enough. Okay. Let's try and get more coal pushed through. Jesus. Hope that will do. By golly, I hope it'll do. Okay. That looks good. So get that demolished as well. Good. Alright. I need to try and get the highway through, if at all possible. Easier said than done, though. Because I may have put a few things too close together, you know? But that's not necessarily a huge deal. Anyway. So, like, with some slight work adjustment here, we have a highway. Which is good. That is bringing in the outside SIA workers. Not needed. Let's let the demolition happen slowly. God, that's hideous. Can you just make the same natural curve? No. Best I'm getting, I guess. Still, it's something. Although I will suspend the construction of these for longer. But yeah, getting a decent highway system online would be delightful. You know? Because then I can asphalt it over, eventually make it one way, and we have 4 lanes of traffic. We're going to construct a glorious road network. Alright. Damn, we're using 20% power. To be fair, we do have like a decent bit of industry going on. We actually made some money. How much debt do I have right now? Great. So we're 400,000 in debt now. It is a little bit worse. Oh God, why? I don't know why you brought me there, but I'm pretty sure I at least know what the problem is. Yeah, there we are. Okay, we're good. Caught that before it became a crisis. Problem was not, as the game tried to gaslight me at the warehouse, but that's fine. You know, I gotta wonder. This area here might not be terrible for farming. Like, it's pretty large and flat, right? If I could, you know, reduce my import demand for crops a fair bit, that would probably help my economy. Like, if I look at my imports here, 15,000. So 1/3 of my imports at this point is crops. is my opinion. I should have a look at this. Hang on. What's going on? Oh, yeah, I guess this is not. It's everything at least. Might still be recovering from, you know, freezing to death, so I'll give him a break. I'll give him a break. Alright. Hopefully at some point that gets finished too. But yeah. So yeah, this is all connected up now. Right? Yep. So, covered hull. I need, like, what is the purpose of this truck? I'm gonna be honest here, I don't get it. It only carries exactly a quarter ton of food and nothing else. And it's not even particularly quick, you know? To be fair, nothing we've got is going at any reasonable speed right now. So. Put us another 60 grand in debt. What's you up to? Just want to check. Just driving in? Okay. Just want to make sure the chemicals are going okay. Alright. Made good money outside the fact that I had to buy a bunch of trucks for distribution. But importantly, it should mean that I no longer have to import food, liquor, or otherwise. So we're going to adjust your route. Then I'm going to call it an episode, I think. Okay. Do not wait until unloaded. This thing's only set to take a certain amount of stuff, so in general you should be fine. This will hurt our economic output for a couple of months until this warehouse fills up, but that's fine. Or at least I consider it fine anyway. Okay. Or I guess, hold on. First place I put is here. Small shopping center. Pub. Pub. Prison. Should be able to be fine to dispatch at 50. And maybe let's have a look there. Oh god, yeah, you guys are all still using these old Russo bolts, aren't you? Which, yeah, that's definitely not great. Although, at this point... Okay, I can't deny I do need something for electronics, so there you go. you should be able to do that. And that should be it for you. There may be another distribution office that, you know, handles Lubin. Oh good, these were on the YA 12D cupboard. Where the fuck is my train? I fucked up things very badly. Luckily, we have a roundabout here, so it's very easy for the train to course correct. Alright. Please deposit your crops. I'm actually kind of worried. I don't know, it did fill up the warehouse, that's good. I got one here. Let's go into Lubin with 4.1 tons of food. God, check sort of still not built. Eh, slowly but steady, I guess. Got lots to build. There we have our first bits of food and alcohol and clothes ready to be shipped out as needed. With that in mind, we should no longer be importing any from the border, which is super helpful. Like, holy shit, is that helpful. Okay, yeah, meat truck. In general, that keeps border traffic down a lot, so, you know. It also means that our distribution hub is actually kind of a little more central, and so no longer is Lubin going to be just fucked. At least as bad. I think I'm gonna shut down the secret police. I don't think I need them anymore. I think we're okay. I don't know. I kind of want to hook this back up, right? You know, and then have them be able to get to Lubin really easily. But I know that's just gonna break the secret police AI. So, I'll do it anyway, but it's important. Especially since I want to do the mosque soon. And have that hooked up. Alright. But overall, I suppose, not bad. We're able to drop off all the food as needed in fairly short order. So, food and clothes. Slowly it'll pile up. Alright. So let me just check. Water resources, still food. Unfortunate. Although it looks like that did just pretty much fall off, which is good. I assume similarly. Oh no, it falls a little later. I should double check the pubs to be sure. But bros, you, well... Yeah, remove all connections. Right. I think it was just timing. But yeah, no, I think it's fine. It's set up. Like I said, now I'm only importing raw, you know, when value adding, so that will help. Helps economically a little bit. God, this friggin' mess. It'll be good. It'll be good to get fixed. On the plus side, we already have as much coal stored as we did before. What the hell is my construction officers doing these days anyway? I feel like the answer is nothing, just constantly nothing. To be fair, I guess I actually have a lot out here that I'm still working on, aren't I? Oh boy. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. On that note. Where are the remaining people of Warsaw? Give them to me. Alright. Looks like I might even need more buses for this. Good God. Oh wow, this... Alright. 20 seconds. I guess, to be fair, that actually kind of makes sense. I did shorten the route, didn't I? 3. I might be able to do this as little as 15. But yeah. Like I said, we need to get, ideally, this highway built. And also we need to develop things like paving. There's still a lot to do. But I fear there will be for quite some time. Oh boy. I'm just going to small bypass here. It's temporary. It'll get done eventually, I swear. The eternal road work. And the eternal planning out of my train network. So, God, I've been at this for an hour. I need, like, train network here, roundabout. Connects to this. Yeah. Or no, connects to another roundabout here, which connects to this. Yeah, that's as good as any. As good as any. How good are the tractors? I have far too many thoughts going through my head. And it shows. So many thoughts, and they're all over the place. I've also been going for nearly 7 hours today. Like a crazy person. Wow. So we have a 25 speed sower. That's not too bad. Hold on. Availability by year. Filter by type. Harvesting. Oh, copy that carbine. I, for some reason, didn't realize it was called harvesting. I was looking at for like tractor. No, I totally did look for harvesting too. What the hell? Hold on. Is it? Did I... Communard can't possibly be. Oh my god, it is. And it's only speed 12. Oh, Lord. Also, this definitely wasn't here when I looked the first time. I can tell because I recognized the 4 things that were. Or no, I guess Open Hopper wasn't. I swear Open Hopper was there from the start. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure they just changed some things around in the patch because that was the patch notes, was rebalancing the starting vehicles. Okay. Speed 12 is pretty garbage. Like... Fuck. Yeah, my hopes set up like a couple of agricultural zones here and here are not looking great right now. They are not looking great. Okay. I guess that's not until later. Jesus Christ, though. Alright. So, on the note of the highway project, I just want to, you know, highlight where I want to put that through. Because then, that goes to a sewage thing, fair enough. And say I can have it like link up over here. And then the highway can continue. This bridge line. And on to Radon. Where we'll probably continue. I don't know. I guess the following location to go after Radon is Warsaw. Well, no. I think I definitely kind of develop in a more three-dimensional space rather than just along a line. God. Well, I think getting Zamosk is next is the smart thing. Although, I need to get this industrial core built before that. Lubin has a lot of people. I might even be able to supply some to the industrial core here. Just via a local bus route or something, but tough to say. Seems like I just need more buses. Honestly, in general, it sucks because I feel like I just need better buses, you know? Alright, so we have some exports again. Yay! Except food. And I mean, no one has broken out into immediate starvation from my distribution switchover, so good news. And for what it's worth, oh god, that's not what I was hoping to see. I was hoping that my imports would be lower, but I would like to just double check since we're on a new month and everything. Yep. We have completely eliminated food imports, and alcohol imports, and clothing imports. Not bad. Is there a smaller oil refinery yet? Out of curiosity? No. Right. Alright. Well, I can live with that. Alright. Enjoy the hour-long episode, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I have been your slightly exhausted host, Gilvin. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.